do it the right way and problem solve the right way, and we'll, most likely we'll end up with the right results sooner or later. I think our turnover is extremely low, almost, I think 0%, near 0% in our IT, digital, and data teams. So that to me speaks, volumes. Matt, what is the productivity gain that you get by having near 0% turnover for over a year, 2 years, 3 years? That you can't quantify that. So especially in the tech space, and we're, especially with our business where we have homegrown systems that you have to have knowledge of, and it takes time to learn. So culture is everything to us, and it's not about selling or whatever. It's, let's create an unbelievable business, let's solve customer problems, and in return the success will come. And that's worked out. And truthfully, we have one life to live, so I'd like to enjoy who I work with, and not have a culture of intimidation and fear. And it's fun. And we're very blessed that our tech teams are like super nice people, very diverse, countries, female, male, you name it. So it's just an awesome team.
That's awesome. And I've met a few of these guys too, and I'm like, leadership from the top bottom is really prevalent there, and just how they handle themselves, and obviously what they do, their work shows for itself. Sorry, go ahead.
By the way, as you know, we show up to yours, so we're big believers in happy hours too. So create a good culture. We also party together too after work.
So that actually brings up a good point I was meaning to get to later on. But how have you been able to pivot now? I mean, work for one digitally, especially when you have a team that you can just put on a computer screen. Yeah, but how are you pivoting to keep that culture going with your business right now?
Are you talking particularly because of the coronavirus situation?
Yeah. I mean, everybody being home and working virtually for the most part.
Yeah. So pretty much everybody is working from home. I think a lot of phone calls, a lot of pats on the back, a lot of funny emails, probably more than we'd want to do, or we used to do, because we probably do that at happy hours and stuff. So, but I'll be honest, our tech teams have a major responsibility right now. So if you think about it, the government shutting down our stores, or a good chunk of them, our tech team is really the last teams that are really fully operational, pretty much. And they carry a major sense of responsibility right now to crush work and solve big problems, and grow sales online, or improve customer experiences, and for a customer care team. So we're actually got a lot of tech projects right now. So truthfully, I think right now, I'll be honest, we're very focused about just kicking butt. And I think when the dust settles and we're all allowed to go outside, is when we're going to probably step up our recognition celebration. But everybody, to be honest, right now, this is a little bit different, is really just very focused into their sprints and kicking butt there. So not as much recognition, pats on the back right now. I plan on doing that, because it has made me want to cry how hard these team members are working every single day, sometimes all the way through the night. And the coronavirus situation is a different work environment than pre-corona, right? So when I say work-life balance, hey, that in normal world, world non-crisis, that's who we are every day. As of right now, our tech teams are really trying to knock out as many projects as they can, so that when we come out of this, our sales come right back and actually grow even further. So there's a little sense of responsibility and focus on them right now, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would assume right now that you guys are probably talking at, and I'll throw out the TV show. The main question I want to ask, are you watching any TV shows or playing any games right now? But the deeper question is, have you seen the Tiger King yet? And have you guys been sharing memes about it?
Yes, we have plenty of memes on the Tiger King, and fantastic commentary. I don't know if it's for public commentary, but yeah, it's a running joke every single day. I'm expecting this Halloween party at the corporate office will be a lot of Tiger Kings out there.
You're gonna see if you can grow out the hair a little bit and dye it blonde.
I don't want to say this, but whatever. In high school I dyed my hair blonde, so I might bring it back, grow it out just for that. Yeah, let's do it.
That's awesome. So going to you for a second, you obviously get up every day. You do a tough job. You're leading a large company with a lot of people. What inspires you to get up every day and do your job?
Yeah. I think, number one, I think we're all very competitive. We love kicking butt and we love, creating great experiences and growing the business. I think we all love the excitement that the home furnishings industry is actually very cottage. If you think about it, it's about $110 billion industry. The biggest player is, $5-6 billion. So the next 20 years, it's going to be a lot of growth and opportunity and consolidation. So a lot of our team, and a lot of them are in that 30 range, are very hungry, ambitious, excited to really do something really special in this industry. So I think we all have that really drive to become, a major player across this country and eventually across the world. We think we're that strong and that capable. And South Florida is one of the biggest furniture shopping markets in the country, and we're number one here. And we think we can do it in any only about that with our sales and ops teams, but now that we're building a phenomenal tech team, I'm even more excited about our future. And so that's what gets us going every day.
Awesome. Now, one note I have here, your father and City Furniture's co-founder, um, Keith, he's described you as being a transformational leader. And coming from somebody who's also been very kind of close to my father professionally in life, I gotta say that's a really awesome compliment to have. I mean, but what does that make you think of and feel when you hear that?
Yeah, no, it's amazing. Working for my dad, and him giving me the responsibility to be the president of the company is just the best honor and the ultimate goal of my entire life. To be honest with you, to earn his trust and respect, and we have a fantastic partnership. So what I think he means truthfully on the transformational side is, the last 10-15 years, our business has been transforming, and we've been creating a very structured operating system and a great culture. And I think we had a lot of elements of that in a fantastic business. I think where I've been able to play is I'm like an operating system type of thinker, a systems thinker, if you call it. And I've helped him kind of, take all those great vision, that great strategy, and really and implement it into a system that is scalable and that we can take to the next level. So I think that's also why he thinks the word transformation, why he used the word transformational. And I'm really proud. I have a lot of transformational leaders working with me every day, and we got a fantastic team, and it's a complete team effort. And I'm beyond blessed to have him and all the people that I get to work with every day.
Yeah, and I mean, not only but I mean, you've been leading the company in various ways, really since the start of this digital transformation era that we keep on seeing and hearing right now. And that for some people is a buzzword, right? They hear digital transformation, and it's kind of the same thing as like hearing blockchain. But there is a reality to it, and you take a furniture company that is over 40 years old and say, hey, we're going to modernize this thing. That's a pretty interesting feat if you think about it. And I know we talked a couple times about the growth of your online sales, just year over year, have been something really interesting to watch. And uh, that said, I mean, do you think people see the City Furniture brand in South Florida, really all of Florida, and see this is a company that I'm going to stick to? This is a company I'm going to buy from?
Yeah, I think so. We do our surveys all the time, and I think the number is right around 95% that, people will say they'll come back and shop again. So 19 out of 20. I think, some of the best brands in the world are in that 19 out of 20 range. So, we feel really good about what we're creating. We know we have tons of problems to solve and tons of opportunity to go. But I think, yeah, we're feeling really good of where we're at. And I think I'm very excited about the teams that or the leaders that we're developing multiple layers down that are going to just take this even further over the next 5 years. So plans are to double in the next 5 years. And, that's, we're all very ambitious, excited, hardworking, passionate, people that really would just want to do, a great job for our customers. And we also feel like it's an obligation because, we do a lot of giving back to the community, and whether it's through green environment or through our philanthropic. So, we feel like, hey, we're an example for other businesses out there. So we feel like we not only need to grow for our customers, but also because, this is what we want to see all businesses run in all industries, that you don't see as much as you'd like to see throughout the world.
Yeah. And going back to, I think your family time for a second, now that you're home and you're spending all day at home, how are you finding ways to, create some structure to say, hey, this is my work time and this is my family time? And have you guys been doing anything fun, watching movies or, ordering out from like the favorite restaurant, something like that to keep everything balanced?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I basically have to take the kids around lunchtime for a bike ride around the neighborhood for about an hour, or else my wife will lose it because all a 4-year-old, 3-year-old, and 2-year-old, at
Yeah.
home, all day long, 7 days a week, you name it, is tough. So I got to take them right about noon, or else it gets nuts around here. And then that gives her a break, and then I do something in the afternoon, and me and the kids, I got 3 of them. We all watch a movie every single night. Can't watch Tiger King; they're too young.
Yeah.
So we're Beauty and the Beast, Minions. We're doing that every night. So we're watching a lot of fun family movies late at night. So those are the 2 breaks I try to get in. And me and my wife try to sneak in a bike ride every once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm downtown right now and I'm trying to figure out, I stayed inside the entire day yesterday and I went to sleep and I'm like, wow, I feel like an odd sort of exhausted, not exhausted like I did too much, but exhausted like I didn't do anything today and kind of felt like so much, even though I had probably the most productive day in a long time. But, I'm trying to figure out how to, get a walk into the water now and again, but it's different being downtown though, because there's so many people, but yet, you go down and, they're like the cops are going back and forth, making sure that there's nobody like loitering in any one way.
Yeah.
So there's this
Yeah.
just kind of odd feeling of how to, balance yourself right now.
Very, very odd times, but we're hopeful they will be over soon. Praise God.
Yeah. Well, we'll get over the hump sure enough. And, that said, once we get over it, what would be your call to action to the South Florida tech community? What would be something that you can say to everybody all at one time to say, hey, this is what we got to do?
Yeah. I think number one, get connected with you guys, just like you're helping me get connected in the community that I appreciate very much. And then find those companies like us, find some friends that are going down this tech journey together, and we'll all learn each other and figure it out along the way. I guess the other thing I would say is you gotta dive in. You gotta, we kind of, like I said, if, in the beginning, we said, hey, we're going all in on becoming a tech company. So I think everybody's got to make that commitment, not dip your toes in the water. Technology is going to revolutionize all of our industry sooner or later, if it already hasn't. And you got to get involved. You got to start learning. I'm learning every day. Find friends, find partners, partner up with Joe and the whole organization. And, let's get through it together. And because of it, we'll be successful.
Awesome. Well, I wanted to thank Andrew and, for that, the entire City Furniture team for being a part of Palm Beach Tech. If you're listening and interested in learning more, you can go to palmbeachtech.org, check out our membership and also the Get Involved button, see where you can, find your spot or, once we get back to in-person events, also attend some events that you might be interested in. Also wanted to give a shout out to our producing sponsor of this podcast, Media Ops. They're the premier global media platform for technical communities. They have websites like devops.com for professionals to engage in a thriving online community. So make sure you give some love to Media Ops, check out their websites and their brands for all the technical communities that they work with. And thank you all so much for joining. So Andrew, thank you very much, my friend. Good luck with the kiddos tonight and look forward to seeing you again soon.
You too, Joe. Take care, buddy.